lenses don't really matter too much. Hey guys, my name's Ethan Moore, and I am a cinematographer slash videographer. And today I want to talk to you about the wonderful, mystical world that is the lens. So, I've been shooting for maybe just about 6 years now, just shooting video, working commercial gigs, weddings, so forth and so forth. I started my company when I was 12, and from there, I just kept on making videos. With that, I've gained a lot of experience about lenses, specifically, because I've worked with a lot of young videographers, mostly my age group, right? And I think that a lot of people, when they're just starting off, they often run into the situation where they get really wrapped up in camera gear. It's like a gear addiction, like they get bit by the gear bug. I'm telling you right now, that is the worst thing to happen to you. If it's lenses. I'm gonna list 3 things about them, and these are all to take into consideration when you're purchasing a new lens, thinking about purchasing a new lens, getting into that whole world that is glass, the glass kingdom. You gotta remember that lenses don't really matter too much. There are really bad quality lenses, and there are really good quality lenses, but both ways, you can produce a really good quality movie on a shitty lens. It might be a little fuzzy, might not shoot well in low light, but you can still produce a really good video on it, and that's something you have to keep into consideration before wrapping up a lot of money on glass. You know, if you haven't shot too much and you haven't been out in the field, and you're really starting to get used to the whole film environment, don't buy 30 lenses, because it's going to tie you down and you're going to be constantly switching lenses to get different effects. Buy 2. Shoot with 2, if not 1. I think that one of the things you have to remember, though, is people judge you based on your gear. That's the way the world works. In videography, you can send them your portfolio, you can do whatever, you can contact them in real life, but if you shoot on an 18 to 55 kit on a, entry-level DSLR, sometimes people get judgmental and will judge you based on that more than your portfolio. So, that's always cool and always important to consider, which is kind of a pro to buy good lenses. But, there are also a lot of people out there that judge you based on your portfolio. So, at the end of the day, the type of lens doesn't always affect the way you make movies. But it can, alright? It very much so can. And this is why. Different lenses have different focal points, different lengths, different, settings on them. Some are electronic, some are classic. You can shoot on a lens from the 1950s, or you can use a lens from 2017. You can use a Cine lens, you can use a Canon L series lens. There is a plethora to the glass kingdom, and the question is, where are you on the spectrum? So I think that you have to remember different lenses have different creative effects. For instance, the reason why I picked this guy up, this is a 55 to 250. The reason why I picked this up is specifically because I can get some really cool low angle shots. I can get some really cool, telephoto shots with it. I think you can really expand your portfolio and the different types of shots you get when you buy a new lens. With that said, you can also expand your portfolio and get a lot of different creative shots and angles with a kit lens. So, lenses are great, and they give you this different aspect and a little more creative freedom depending on which lens you pick up, but it's also something to consider that, maybe I'm not going to spend $30,000 on lenses just because you have to literally buy a lens because you need it, or because for a fact that investment will help you and you'll get a return out of it. And I think that's where I stand on lenses, because lenses really don't matter at the end of the day. You can put together an amazing movie with just a kit lens. Now, a lot of people on YouTube will give you comprehensive gear reviews, and they won't, give you the truth too much of the time. It's it. People on YouTube are really truthful, they're really nice, but they'll tell you what the cheapest lenses on the market are, and they won't give you the best lenses for you to pick up. And I think if you spend your whole life picking up cheap lenses, you know, we're talking super cheap Sigmas, super cheap Canon lenses, super cheap Nikon, Sony, whatever you shoot on, you are going to 500% fall into this pit of, oh my gosh, I bought all this cheap glass, I wasted all this money, and they're just, you know, breaking and getting messed up on the spot. So, yeah, be careful. I've shot on a wide variety of lenses, everything from Rokinon 14mm to my Canon 18-55 to this big 250 to some crazy Nikon lenses, some crazy Canon tilt shift lenses. Like, I've been out there in the park, and I can tell you right now, I love the kit lenses. They're durable, they stand with you, so...
It's 12 o'clock.
Thank you. So don't waste your money on lenses you don't need. Yeah, I think that's my standing, but I'm gonna leave you guys off with this. 2 best lenses that I think you're gonna use a lot, 2 best lenses I think you're really gonna spend valuable money on are these 2 guys. This right here is the Canon 18-55, and this guy right here is the Canon 55-250. Reason why I picked it up is because 18-55, 250. I didn't lose any range there, and I really like that. Also, you'll notice they're both zoom lenses. A lot of people who have been in the industry as long as I have, 6 years, which actually isn't that long, they'll tell you, hey, zoom lenses are great, but prime lenses are better. And I think that's true to some extent, but it's also not. There you go. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.